Hi everybody, Keith Esther here, and in this video what I'm going to do is show you the new way that I am building my lead gen sites. Now this is going to be in two parts. The first part is going to be how I build the actual base site itself, and then the second part is going to be how I actually build the magic page and do everything else. So it's going to be a two-part video. Let's crack on with the first part. So as you all know, I tend to use a lot of like sort of templates which I've built up and stuff like that, and I'm using Gutenberg. When I build a site, I basically work off my template, update all the plugins, update all the themes and all the rest of that stuff, and then resave it back up so that it's always at like sort of the latest release of everything, or as latest as it can be, so that the next time I come to build a site, I just download it, update the plugins, and do that. So I've always got a template which is fairly up to date with all the latest stuff. All I've got on this site here, we look at the plugins. Formidable forms, that's for my contact form, because I don't use Lead Simplify on my contact forms because you get loads of crap. Generate blocks, generate premium, magic page, obviously. Solid security basic. Yeah, I use this one, or I use WordFence. And Updraft Plus, because that's where I've just used to restore it, and Xagio. That's all the plugins I use. As far as themes, I just have Generate Press on. That's what I use. Now, because I've obviously done this, this is a template what I use. I've got my contact us page, I've got my home page, join our team page, and a privacy policy page. That's all the pages I have. And I don't have any posts. So that is basically the site as it stands now. So now the new way I'm building my site is I basically use Xagio and I use Agentx. Now I have a video inside my training which basically shows you how to do how I do my settings and everything like that. So I'm not going to go through that on this video. But this is now set up. So you make sure you're actually set up on your Xagio, and then you go to Agentx. So I'm doing a local site. So what I want to do is go to local. Now I don't want to remove existing pages because obviously that would actually remove the pages I've got, which I want to keep them because I'm not going to be using the templates. I'm using Gutenberg. Okay, it's a slightly one more step what you need to do, but it takes probably about 30 seconds a page to do it, if that. So it's not that hard. But obviously, if you don't mind using Elementor, then click on Use a Template, and it will give you a list of all the templates that you've got down here. And they've got a lot of templates, and no doubt they are good. I mean, have they got a water one? Yeah, they've got a flood and water damage restoration. I might use one in a different video because I've never really used one, so I'll have to have a play first. But I'm going to just use mine with this one. So use templates. I've got that turned off. So then we do continue. So the next thing we need to do is put in our city. Well, I'm doing Miami. So type Miami in, and I'm doing water damage restoration. Okay, now I want to be Google United States, and I want to be in United States. So the search is going to be water damage restoration Miami, and let's continue. Okay, so that was a quick search. What it's done is it's done a search of the keyword water damage restoration Miami, and it's come back with these sites which are on page 1. And it's recommending some sites for me to analyze and get the keywords from. Now, if you notice, the ones it's analyzing is the ones where the home page is ranking. Because obviously Serve Pro is going to have thousands and thousands of keywords because they must be all over the United States. Because they've got Florida, then Miami. So they'll have Florida, Tampa, Florida, wherever, and then they'll probably have Texas. And so you don't really want to be targeting them. The same with this United Water Restoration. Obviously, you might decide you want to target them, but you know, it's up to you. But I always just go with what they recommend, like water damage Miami. That's a good one to target, I would think. Water restoration guys, yep. Full pro restoration, yep. Again, they've pulled out Yelp, Anchor Water Restoration. So to me, they're all good sites. So I'm just going to go continue. And it tells you down there it costs you 4 Zags, which is how many, like the tokens, what you get from Xagio. All you do is do continue. Now it's going away and it's pulling all of the keywords the guys are ranking for and then clustering them for you. And there you go. What we've got here is where the software has actually worked it all out and put these all into same sort of keywords. Like we've got Miami Beach mold testing, which has got mold testing, water damage, which is Miami Beach, and then we've got leak detection through there. Then we've got Miami mold testing. So that would be a good one. And as you can see, it's good. Restoration companies. And what I do first is I just actually have a quick look through water damage, water restoration. Miami Restoration Services. See, restoration services could be restoring a chair. So I'm not really interested in that one. I'm just going to delete that group. This is the first thing I do is I get rid of stuff that I'm not really interested in. Mold remediation company, mold inspection. So you get a restoration company, get rid of that. Then we've got water mitigation, mold removal, Surf Pro, we'll get rid of that. Water extraction, water mitigation, mold removal, water removal, restoration pros, get rid of that. Removal, water removal, water mitigation, mold remediation, mold remediation. That's the save, so we can stick that in there. Okay. Mold inspection, mold removal. Got miscellaneous there, which has got we've got mold there, mold removal. Drop that down into that one. And we've got mold testing. We had mold testing somewhere. I'm sure we did. Mold remediation, mold removal, water mitigation, water removal, water extraction. Oh, we had mold testing. Water removal, mold inspection, mold removal, mold remediation. Oh, it's what I saw. Oh, there, Miami mold testing. Thought I'd seen a mold testing. So mold test Miami. Let's just move that one up there. Come on. That goes in there. So then there's miscellaneous you can go because it's damage, fire, janitorial. Yeah. That miscellaneous can go. Now, what you can do as well, similar to what I've just been doing there, if you've already got a few like this, it's not so bad. But you can also use like the word cloud, and you can decide that you want like sort of anything with mitigation in. You can highlight that, and you can actually seed that into a new group. So water mitigation, you can seed it into a new group. So let's just see what happens. And you can do more than one at a time, but I'll just show you for one at the moment. Let's have a look. Where's my mitigation go? It only had water mitigation in Miami, which is the same. I think that was what it was anyway. In water extraction, water removal, about the same. So let's put them together like that and get rid of that. The water mitigation really is the same, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. So sometimes like the C keyword is okay, but oops, it's gone. It does cut down a lot on time. Got that. Let's have a look. Let's do the cloud again. Let's see if there's any other ones. What? See, I don't want pool in. There's two occurrences of pool, which is there and there. So I can get rid of like sort of pool, but I'm not interested in pool leak detection. That would be a completely different site in itself. Like restoration. You can do that. Get rid of pool. Just have a look at restoration. There's flood damage restoration, water damage restoration, restoration companies. I got rid of that one. I must have missed that one. Get rid of that. That again. Restoration. Oh, I think it's because I've did. Only water damage repair. I would say water damage and let's put all these into one group like that and delete it. Flood and water are basically the same. Let's delete that. So we've got Miami Beach, which I'm going to mold testing. Yeah. Miami water damage, mold remediation, water removal, mold removal company, and mold removal. Remediation, Miami water damage. Right, so I'm going to change that one. The water damage restoration. Now I'm going to make this one my home page because that's what the whole site's about is water damage restoration. Now, not sure why I'm here. Normally they're all ticked, but somehow they're all gone unticked. These two I don't want ticked because I don't want these two building out. Mold testing. Again, that could be a different site. Miami mold testing and mold remediation could be a different site, and mold inspection. But I do think that when you look at it, it all falls into the same thing. Definitely, I want water removal. Definitely, I want water damage restoration. And I'm going to put the mold inspection ones in and the mold testing because I think Google does understand them as being the same. But let's move that. There's more removal, more remediation are the same as far as I understand. Let's get rid of that. So I've got water removal, which is good. Mold inspection, mold remediation, water damage restoration, and Miami Beach. I can make them into pages later, and mold testing. So that's basically is our site. And that's going to cost us a total of 21.66 Zags. I have no idea which is monetary value, but it's not a lot. I think probably somewhere around about like sort of $10 or something like that. Perk has it all worked out, but I don't. I mean, I've got 346 Zags, so it's like it's not really going to kill it. So what I do now is I run Agentx. You continue, and away it goes. It comes up here, and now what it's doing is it's basically all of the keywords on them pages what I want to build. It's going away and getting the competition metrics. So it's going away, and it's as it says, it's looking for the in title, in URL. It finds them, and it says, okay, which one would be the best one and the easiest one to rank? What it gets them, and then it'll optimize them for that, or it'll put them in that order, so it knows. On the next one, when it comes down, is optimizing groups with AI. It then will optimize those groups with AI. So it's going to create the meta titles, meta descriptions, and your H1 for the keywords what it found in the first session to say this is the best one to rank for, the easiest one to rank for. Once it's done that, it then creates your WordPress pages. All it does, it just creates a blank page with the groups, what you've done, like water damage restoration, which will become my home page. And then create a group for like the mold remediation and all the rest of it. When it's created the WordPress pages, the next thing it does, it generates the content with AI. Now, I do look through the content and I do take some of the stuff out. And because I'm using Gutenberg and I'm not using the Elementor themes, then I do have a couple of little things what I need to do to make my site look nice and fit in with my template. Obviously, if you use the Xagio templates, all the data is put straight in for you and in the actual spots that they've determined. And to be honest, the templates do look nice and you can use them, but I'm just not into using Elementor anymore. I got fed up with using it. It just kept breaking too many times for me to be using it with the number of sites I've got. So there you go. It's already finished doing the keyword competition. It's now optimizing the groups. Once it's generated your page content, it actually generates the page schema with their AI. Now, the schema is something I don't use in Xagio, purely and simply because I found building it with Xagio was a bit complex, to be honest. I've not used it in a while, so it might have got better. Plus, it doesn't utilize the magic page shortcodes, which the W3 schema builder, what we have, does. So you can have your magic page shortcodes in there, which is obviously slightly better for when you're doing magic pages. It's gone through that. It's created the WordPress pages. It's now generating the content. And I think we've been on now, so look, we've been on in total of 24 minutes. And I'm on now getting the content built. And that's with me talking at the beginning and all the rest of it. So you're probably under 20 minutes and my content is now built. It's now generating the schema. It's going to be well underneath, like sort of half an hour, and I'm going to have a website built. Now, it's probably not going to look that pretty because obviously I'm using my template, but I'll show you how quick I can actually make it so it does look pretty, or it does fit in with my template. Once the schema's done, and there we go, it is now done. So what we can do is view the website. As I said, it doesn't look that pretty at the moment because we've got this. It's not formatted at all. If I go back into here, go into pages, all pages, what you'll now see is we've got Miami flood damage, mold inspector, mold remediation, reliable Miami mold test solutions, and water removal pages. And obviously, my privacy policy, we join our team, home, contact us. Now, this is my front page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this one. That's my home page, what I would normally have. And I'm going to open this one. What first thing I want to do is I want this header. So I'm going to just go there, just click on them 3 bars up the top. That opens up your list. And then basically I'm going to do copy. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to convert this into blocks like that. Okay. And then I'm going to open that, the top, and I'm going to do an add before. Put that in. Just want that as a, no, it's actually there. So just do Control V. I'm going to paste me heading in. So I've now got me heading in. I'm going to change that and put that there. Flood damage restoration. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's that done. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to do an add before again. And this time I want to put a container in. And then I want to have an inner container because I like my sites being pulled in a bit. And I'm just going to hit that. Scroll all the way at the bottom and hit that. And all you do is you drop that under there. Now, if I hit save, I hit view that, straight away, that looks a lot nicer. Okay, now that seems to have got lost a bit, but we can soon sort that out. Because like I say, I always go through the content anyway, just to have a look. So before this one, I actually want a spacer. So I'll do add before, just pull it away from the thing. Spacer. Just don't want 100, just want a 50. Okay, so come down here, that's okay. That's okay. So it gives you ideas of where to put the images in. So there, come here for both social services. That them lists are okay. They could put another image in there. Mold, mold. The first thing I'm doing here is just checking that everything looks all right. You can ask questions. Right, the thing I always get rid of is these guys, the customer testimonials, because they're not true. And I'll get rid of that. Delete that. I'll just get rid of them. Leave that. I wonder why this one's gone AWOL. Okay. List. Go down to that one. To be fair, I don't think I need that bit in anyway, so let's get rid of that. Go from there. Probably get rid of that because it's. If you're going to rent the site out, you could leave that in. But as I do lead gen, that's not what I do. Get rid of them. 2 lines, I don't want 2 separators. Let's delete the separator. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so I've got rid of all this stuff I'm not really interested in. Oh, that looks okay. Okay, so we've got that. The next thing on my page, scroll down here, I have this in, like my call to action button. Normally I'll have a space before that, but where the space has gone on that one. Yeah. So like a spacer before it, then the words, then the button, then the spacer. I'll just copy them. Go back to this one and decide where I'm going to put it. Depending on how long the page is, I'll have 2 or 3 on the page. So really what I like to do is when one button disappears, the other one comes into play. So this one's a long paragraph, so probably put it in here. Put it in there and place it in there. Scroll down a bit. Disappeared. So let's put one before the frequent asked questions. And then frequent asked questions. Leave that, and actually in here, got a service area, I'm going to add a paragraph because the next thing I'm going to do, in fact, let's put another at the bottom. Let's have the last call to action at the bottom here. After that separator, drop that in there. Now what I'm going to do is go to here, and what I want is this bit here, which is my map. So that's that. And then do copy, come back here, and I'm going to put that in there. And get rid of the service area. Leave that. Do that. I like that bit there. A paragraph. So what I'm going to do is open that out. I'm going to just pull that paragraph into there. Okay, then we've got that, get that. That's cool. So now if I do a save on it, and do a refresh on this. Got a space there, got a call to action there, got that, call to actions there. Call to action there. This will have a list of the top 5 areas. And then we do that. And then that is that done. The next thing you can do is obviously add some photos. I think I should have some photos in here. So let's have a look. I've got these photos. I could put them photos in just to show some of the stuff. So like sort of that's like showing water damage in it. Click on that. Let's copy that. Copy that, go to here. Where can I put them then? Impact. All right, so let's put them in there. If we do add before, put that in. Now I want to get rid of these. Got them 3 pictures in there. Obviously, we can change the pictures around. Professional drying equipment in action. So let's have a look. Have I got a image? It's not. So add before. So slash image. Media library. That one. Have that one in. Like that. Leave it there. Delete. Probably wants a space after it. So I'd have to. Oh, no. I'll put it in there anyway. Put it in there. Probably only want 20. So it's 20, but then what I want is it there. We've got space in there. More remediation process. I don't think I've got an image like that. I'm just going to delete that. You can put whatever images you want in, really. Video. That's one thing I haven't got in here. Video bit. So go to here. that, spacer, spacer, copy that, go to here. Yeah, we'll put a video about here. Add before. I'll put some video in. Get rid of that. Come down, we've got that. Frequently asked questions, the map, that bit, and the end of the page. That's everything done. So that is basically my home page now done. We've been on like sort of 40 minutes of me waffling and all the rest of it. And I've now got my home page up and running. Maybe put another picture there. That would make it look nicer. But that's the home page done. And it's got our map and everything going. And then that's exactly what I would do with the rest of the pages. So if we come back to here, like Mold Inspector Miami, open link. And then we're going to change it from classic, convert to blocks. So then list of bucket up in this one as well. And then we want the add before. And we want to go to here. It'll be quicker. Do cover, copy, paste it in there. Do that. Paste that in there. Delete that and that. Anything good? Delete them two. Add a spacer. Go it down. Sure, that's got that list. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, bold. Just copy that. Just delete that. Delete that. Put it down that way. Just do that before. Get rid of the list. Get rid of that. Mold remediation. Okay. On. Good thing. Obviously, them numbers are out, so it looks like there must have been some content going to go in there, but it never got put in. So very easy just to do that. Do that. I might leave that, and I might get ChatGPT to do me a quick checklist for more prevention tips. We've got that. Get rid of me testimonials. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of that. What is it with my mouse today? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That'll be a good place to put the map there. Let's go here. That lot in. Get rid of that. Let's go back to here and let's put that in. Got the last one there. Like I say, you can take any of the content out that you're not happy with. That one's a spacer in before that. Before spacer. It's 20. This one's for Miami, not Miami Beach. I'm just going to check these out. Because my sites have always been one-page sites previously, I won't have any mold inspection images. So, did I just deleted bloody... No, it's okay. Right. let's put the button in here. Moment. Well, I'm going to check that lot out. We've already got it there. Let's take that space out as well. Them out. Oh yeah, I was going to leave that in because I was going to do that. Do that with ChatGPT as well. Get these images out. Okay, so there's another page done. That's basically 2 pages done. And if we save this now, oh, that's what I forgot to do. Oh, well, we've got a list at the top. Check out that one's come from. Okay, so what we need to do here is add before, and we need to do container, inner container, cut that, scroll down to the bottom, get all of them, and move them all into the inner container. Now save it. Now do a refresh. And there you go. Another page done. I've got to just do them too. So that's it. And then all I would continue doing is doing the next page. So I can go back, delete that. Delete that. I've done that. I've done mold inspector. So I'll do mold remediation, reliable, and then water removal. And as you saw, it took us about 10 minutes to do each page. So, within an hour, I've got a site fully built. Or the home page and everything's fully built. And then literally within about 10-15 minutes, I'll have the magic page built, which I will do in a different video. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to subscribe because I have a lot more videos that I want to make and stuff like that. If the video was useful, then, feel free to leave a comment, let us know what was useful. If you've got any other videos that you'd like us to make, then leave a comment. That helps the channel, plus it lets me know you enjoyed it, so therefore I'm going to make more videos for you guys. Catch you on the next video, guys. Bye.